Hi friends, Miss Hazel here.
And Miss Kate.
Okay, today we're combining two really fun projects and I'm super excited to share with you. It's my owl with circle weaving eyes. And actually you could do this with things, maybe even with things that you have around your house. So I'm going to show you. First, I think I'm going to show you how to make the circle. So I had these really yummy granola bars. Oh, it's actually their whole name of them. And the cardboard, and I cut a circle. I used a circle like this little to-go cup, and I traced my circle. And then I used my scissors. I cut it out. You kind of know what that looks like, so I'm not going to do it. Then I got my hole punch out, and I hole punched right in the very center. Has to be in the very center because that's how you're going to make your loom that you can weave to make your eyes. So here's my circle. Then I got a little tiny piece of tape. I got my yarn, and I have this needle that's a big kind of plastic needle with a big eye. And I'm going to thread my needle. It's easy. I know a lot of times you ask big friends for help to thread needles. This is a good way for you to get some practice. I think even little friends can thread their own needles. I'm going to take my yarn, and I'm going to tape it onto my circle to hold it in place.
And Miss Hazel, I'm sorry to interrupt, but are you taping it on the word side of your circle? Because that was cardboard.
This is going to be the back of it.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it probably doesn't matter. There's going to be a front and a back. Like here's my other one. The back isn't exciting because I'm weaving the front of it. Okay. So I'm going to go into the hole and come around and just keep going around and around. It's very easy and very fun. And then you go around and around and around. Boop, 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 fast forward. And then when you're all the way with your circles, you can take your scissors, cut your little extra thread, and tape that loose end down. Now I've got my grid, my loom. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfectly spread apart, although it might be easier for you to see. Next, I'm going to change the color thread because I can do it. I'm going to use black in the middle because I'm making eyes for my owl. So I am going to make black in the center so my eyes have definition. And you don't really need very much yarn if you have any scraps of yarn around your house. So now you're going over and under, and you're using your thread, and you just pull it all the way through. If you pull it too hard, you're just going to go right through. So just leave a little spot, and over and under. It does not have to be perfect. Just keep going around. Push it down to the center. It's one of those things when I was doing this, practicing it before I brought it to show you guys how to do it, I was sitting in my chair and I kept saying to Miss Kate, this is so fun. Remember, Miss Kate?
Yes, you said that a lot
I was
yesterday.
so excited. I was very excited. All right. So I'm going to go around a few times with my black for the center of my eye, and then I'm going to trim it. And then I'm going to use the end of my needle to just take it and smush that loose end. Just tuck it in there. Doesn't really matter, right? And then I'm going to change my thread. And because you're going to be able to do it now, I know you can. Now I'm going in with my next color, over and under. Pull it down to the end, push it in, and then over and under. Keep going around. Doesn't have to be perfect. All the way around. When you get to the end, just trim it and stick it in, and then you have your eye. So now you got to make two of those. So cut out two circles and make two eyes. You could put lots of colors on your eyes. You could just do a couple colors on your eyes. It's your choice. It's your art. Now the fun part. So now, I've said now like 3 times. Okay. I wanted to show you how I did this. So now I have a sheet of watercolor paper, but you could use construction paper. And I took a few minutes and I drew out my owl the important part of drawing my owl is, and after I got my head, you could look in a magazine or a children's book that you might have, or you could look online for like a cartoon style owl and model your owl after that. That's where I got my idea. Now I've drawn my owl, and now I'm gonna trace where my eyes go, because I want to make sure that I remember where they go. So now, put that aside. Then I've got watercolors. And I think that you know how to use watercolors, but I like to put a little, this one I'll make orange, a little drop of color, and wake up. Oh, I went in the wrong color. I got so excited because I'm here with everyone. I moved my water in front so you can't see. All right, so I'm waking up my colors, and I'm going to paint. Oh, I love that color.
It's a nice
Isn't
orange.
that good?
Mm-hmm.
I like when I use watercolor to cover my whole paper. That's why I gave my owl a background. I'm going to just add a little water because it's watercolor and wake it up. When I was doing this, I wanted you to make sure that you paint around your eye so that you don't have any white. But maybe you want some white. Remember, it's your art to do however you like. So paint your whole owl. I went in with a dark color for my nose. I love the way watercolor sort of jumps out. Then after it dried a little bit, I went back again. I put my owl on a stick. So I'm going to wake up this brown, and I painted my owl with some brown. And then I went in with a little black to make it look kind of more interesting. So you're going to paint your owl, then you're going to let your owl dry. And then I thought it might be kind of fun to give our owls different kind of wings. So I had a little piece of felt scrap. I cut it to look like a wing. And then I'm going to glue that. I'm just using school glue. Uh-oh. It's stuck. Does it ever happen to you when you're using your glue? Like it gets stuck inside. But you know what? I have tacky glue over here too. Oopsie doodle. I made a big mess. Does that ever happen to you when you're doing art? Oh, I have paper towels right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. That is why you should always cover your work surface.
That's
Okay.
a good example.
There you go. Yep. And it's, you know what? The best part about that spill? It was water. It was only water. All right. Back to my craft. Now, I've got my glue. Okay. When I was a little girl and I was watching a video, it wasn't a video, it was a TV show of a famous cook named Julia Child. Once when she was cooking on camera, she dropped the chicken. And now you were going to throw a whole chicken out. So she picked it up and she washed it off and went on with her video. So I'm going to just keep going, even though I've completely made a giant mess of my work area. Because you get the idea. Now I've got my eye. I'm going to goop on some glue, plenty of glue. I'm going to put it on place where my eye goes. Then I'm going to let it dry. And then next time you're here, maybe you're going to see it up on one of our walls.
Yes.
Because we like to put up our art in our gallery. So thank you all for joining us today. We really appreciate you spending time with us. If you like this video, you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, or you could follow us at Instagram, Alameda Arts Fun, or lately, we've been asking friends to visit us at our website to see what we're up to there, alamedaarts.com. So thanks for coming.
Thanks, everyone. See you
Bye,
next time.
guys.